All right, I promise. This will be the last time that I do the video from out here. A couple weeks ago, and maybe just 2 months ago, I was on this very same spot. And this stuff was just at my knees. And now it's towering over my head 3-4 feet. And did you know that on each stalk of corn, there's only 2 ears of corn? I thought there would have been at least a half dozen, if not a dozen ears, as big as this corn is. No, just 2 ears of corn. All of this to grow 2 ears of corn, but that's because each ear of corn is packed with deliciousness. And that's what makes the Pig and Corn Roast a wonderful event. We're gonna have great food, pig, corn roast, pork from Barbecue Productions, corn, other items, side dishes, drink, fellowship, fun, games. And I just wanted to remind you that the pig roast is not just a fundraiser. Yes, we're selling tickets. We're asking for donations because we want to raise the funds for our specific purposes each year. But this is also an outreach event. It's a community event. St. Matthew hosts people from Hawthorne Woods, Lake Zurich, Wakanda, Mundelein, and beyond. And in years past, I would bring my family. My dad and my stepmom and my aunts would come and my uncle. Sadly, my dad is with Jesus now, and my stepmom has moved away, and my aunts, they just don't travel anymore. But you can still bring someone to the Pig and Corn Roast. Bring a friend, bring a family member, bring a neighbor, because it is not just a fundraiser, it is a fellowship event. It is a time to gather together and have some fun. So, Pig and Corn Roast coming up. This will be the last time that I remind you of it out in the cornfield. One other thing I wanted to remind you of, or at least bring to your attention, not remind you so much of it. The Church Council just met this past week. And one of the things that we talked about is a ministry expansion program. This is what they now call capital improvement campaigns. And because of the road situation that's going to happen in 2027, we've got a couple things that we need to do and get ready for. And so one of those things is a capital campaign, or what we call now the ministry expansion program. We got some ideas about that, making some improvements and making some changes, nothing major that you'll be able to see, but inside the church, but especially on the outside with the parking lot. We talked about that, and you're going to hear a lot more about that in the very near future. One of the things we talked about too, though, is our insurance policy on the church campus. Property. We just had it reevaluated. And we were told the value of St. Matthew Lutheran Church and Early Childhood Center, the physical campus on the 4.5 acres that we have, has been valued at $30 million. 30 million with an M dollars. That just flabbergasts me that we have been blessed so incredibly by God that the property is valued at that much. Of course, it's not just a blessing, it's a stewardship issue. We're here to take care of it. And so we're going to be talking about that in the very near future as well. But I just wanted to bring that to your attention. I'm going to close out this with the numbers from worship and finances, as I have been doing. And I'll keep this under 5 minutes. In fact, I'm going to let the last 30 seconds go so that it will be under 5 minutes to go. And again, I promise this is the last time I'll be out in the cornfield across from the church. But it is amazing, and I'm so thankful to God for you, for this, and for the Pig and Corn Roast that's coming up. Here's the numbers. I'll see you in church.